Welcome to In Her Voice. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am passionate about helping women live authentically by listening to their inner voice. Get ready to be inspired by women of all walks of life that have set aside their should-bes and not good enoughs and are standing in their true voice, the voice of wisdom that each and every one of us has inside. Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Covert, and I am so glad that you decided to join me today. I am actually recording this episode on the day that it's coming out, and that is the perfect introduction to talk about what we're talking about today, and that is slowing down, and particularly this idea of slowing down time. I have been really sitting in this place of trying to wrap my head around what time means to me and how I use time and how I view time. And this time of year around the holiday season, I think is particularly challenging for me, at least, and I'm guessing for you guys too. And just the other day, I realized that Thanksgiving is next week. Thanksgiving is next week. And it freaked me out. I thought to myself, how is it possible that Thanksgiving is next week? Time is flying. It's going by so fast. And I haven't done anything. I haven't started my Christmas shopping. I haven't thought about what I'm making for Thanksgiving. I have all of these things that I haven't done yet, and it's going to be over before I realize it. And then I take a breath and I remind myself that my time is my own. And I have so much control, if I choose to take it, over how I perceive my time, over how I use my time, and how I talk about my time. And, you know, it's really interesting because I think so many of us talk about time in a way that is in a scarcity mentality. You know, we're like, oh, there's never enough time to do all of the things I want. I'm always running late, or I'm running out of time, or I'm rushing from here to there. And it's so defeating. It's so self-defeating to say to myself, I don't have enough time, because it's like I'm failing before I even begin. Like, why bother even starting if I'm not going to have enough time to finish, or if I'm going to feel like I'm rushing through things? And the message that I keep receiving over and over again from so many places, from my own inner voice, from my own inner wisdom, and then also like I feel like it's being sent to me in all these different ways externally, is slow down. Slow down. Right now, as it happens, there is a Oprah and Deepak 21-day meditation challenge. I think I'm on day 13 or 14 today, and it is about time. And even taking the 20 minutes to sit down and listen to the meditation every day, which is something that I promised myself I would do, seems like, oh, that's so much time. And then I remember, slow down. Because I really feel like when I start to slow down, I move through time in a different way. It's that feeling of almost that when I slow down, time slows down too. And part of slowing down for me is about being present, about being aware of what's going on. It's little things like sitting down in my studio before I write a newsletter out to you guys, or before I create something, or while I'm working on a podcast, I will light a candle. And it's a way of saying to myself that this space, this time that I'm in right now, is worth remembering. It's worth slowing down and savoring. Lately, I've been playing peaceful piano station on Spotify while I do work, because it makes my time feel more special. And then just yesterday, I read this fantastic article that came through my Facebook feed, and I'm going to link to it so you guys can read it too. It'll be right in the podcast app that you're listening to. But it was so fantastic. And the title of it was "The 4 Unconscious Questions We're Constantly Asking Each Other." And you may say, Kelly, what does this have to do with time? Well, just trust me. Just stay with me here, because it does have a lot to do with this idea of time and with slowing down. So the 4 questions that we unconsciously ask each other all of the time are these. Do you see me? Do you care that I'm here? Am I enough for you? Or do you need me to be better in some way? And can I tell that I'm special to you by the way you look at me? And even as I say these questions to you, they make me emotional, because I think of my relationships with my kids and with my husband and with my friends. Even more than I want them to answer those questions for me, I want them to know that, yes, I see you. Yes, I care that you're here. I want to be with you. Yes, you are enough for me. And yes, I want you to know how much you mean to me just by the way that I look at you. I really believe that the key to that is slowing down, taking one more moment to look at someone in the eye, taking one more moment to tell them that you love them, or to give them a hug, or just to connect with them. So often I'm like doing stuff when my husband comes home from work, and it's about me stopping, slowing down, looking at him, saying, hey, how was your day? I missed you today. And be in that moment of time with him. That's what matters, you guys. And I think that we can do that when we're with each other. And I think we can also do it when we're alone. When we take the time to slow down and to breathe in what we are doing, who we're doing it for. It could be as simple as laundry. You know, you're standing in the laundry room and you're separating clothes, and maybe you're listening to a podcast or you're talking on the phone to someone while you're doing it. But what would happen if you just took a breath in and you thought about what you're doing in that moment? It's not going to take up any more time. And in fact, it becomes a practice. This practice of slowing down becomes a way that we save time. And by saving time, I don't mean like storing up extra time. I mean saving it, like saving it in our mind, saving that moment so we can revisit it later. What if that's what saving time was? If I could slow down and save time, save those moments that I'm hugging my kid, save those moments when I hear my child tell me that he loves me, or how was your day, mommy? You know, I want to save that. That's the time I want to save. And the way to do that for me and for you is to slow down. And you know, when we're saving time, we can take it one step further and we can talk about making time. What do you make time for? Because when you slow down, you can make time for new things. Maybe your way of slowing down is doing less, having less things to do every day. And when you have less things to do, you make time for the more important things. You make time to take care of yourself. You make time to work on your vision. I mean, here we are, middle of November. We have about 45 days left of the year, and they do feel like they're going fast. And then 2018 is going to be here. What are you going to do with your time in 2018? How are you going to make a difference? How are you going to show up in this world in 2018? I've been thinking a lot about that. I've been doing a lot of my own vision work, and I am deliberately slowing down. I'm not taking on as much every single day. I'm allowing myself time and space to sit in front of the fire and to write and to journal and to think about my dreams and my goals and my vision. You guys, I have a big vision. And I really believe that if I give my vision this time, if I make space, if I slow down and steep myself into this vision, I can make it happen. And when I make my vision happen, when I make that vision a reality, I'm changing the world. I believe that. And you know what? I want to call out to all of you who are listening right now, who feel that call inside of you, that call inside of you to make a difference, to change the world, or even if it's to change your world. When you change your world, you change the world, you guys. I so believe that. I want to call out to you. If you have that vision, if you feel that inspired potential inside of you, now is the time. Slow down. Make the time to listen to that calling, to listen to your inner voice, to listen to what is asking you to do. Now is the time. Because I want us to rise up as a group of women who are visionaries, who are changing the world, who believe so much in their power to create and to change, that they're not going to stop. I know that you're out there. I know that you're listening. I can feel it. I can feel it inside of me. And so I created something for you. I slowed down. I got really quiet, and I asked my inner voice, what do I need to create? And I decided that I was going to do a new 5 days of journaling. So this is going to be a live 5 days of journaling starting Tuesday, November 28th. And this 5 days of journaling is for visionary women. You are a visionary woman if you know that you've been called for something higher, if you feel that inspired potential inside of you, if you have a vision, even if it's not super clear, but you know that there's a deeper why for you in this world. Maybe you have a business, maybe you want to start a business, maybe you want to start a nonprofit, maybe you want to start a community project. Whatever that is, if you have a calling to make a difference, to make change in your community or in your world, this is for you. I made it for you. And honestly, this is how I feel. This is who I am. I made it for me too. And so we're going to be going through these 5 days of journaling together. And the goal is to really get clear on our vision for 2018. We're going to spend some deep time journaling around what our inner voice is asking us to do. And this time, these 5 days is really going to build our confidence in listening to our inner voice and trusting it. And then to create the year that we want to be living, to create an action plan, to go out and do it, and to find the courage to show up and say, yeah, I'm going to do the work. So if you guys are ready, if you are like, yeah, this is my year, I'm going to do it, whatever your passion is, great or small, if you are a visionary, and I think that there are a lot of you out there, I'm asking you to join me. It's totally free. We start Tuesday the 28th of November. And all you have to do to sign up is go to kellycovert.com/journal. And I will link to that in the show notes, and right in your podcast app, you can click on that. Go to kellycovert.com/journal and just put in your name and your email. And we are going to get started together on the 28th of November. So you'll receive an email every day with your prompts for that day. And then also I'm going to be doing a live teaching and Q&A every day of those 5 days, so we can have connection together and be in conversation about this. So please check it out. I created this for you, and this is your time to slow down, to take deep breaths, and to get really, really clear on what your heart is asking of you. And I cannot wait to do this with you. It's going to be fantastic. And, if you know of a woman that needs this, please share this with her. Please let her know, because it is going to be something that will really move all of us. I am sure of that. So you guys, you visionaries, you amazing women with so much to offer, I want you to know that you are loved. You are needed in this world. You can do great things when you listen to your inner voice. And no matter what you do, or no matter what you don't do, you are always worthy.